This is a topic that's near and dear to my heart, kind of like just like AI is. I'm passionate about video content. As Bob mentioned, I have a YouTube channel, and how I got to know Ed and got the job partly is that I volunteered to produce video content for the for Davia. And because I believe in video content, especially for advocates. So I want everyone to watch this with an open mind. I'll deal with the cost and the time commitment in producing some of this. Um, we are all Indavia members, we're all partners. So to the extent that you have relevant video content, I do this as a volunteer when stuff is relevant to what we do with the International Council for Men and Boys. So please see yourself as you watch me present. Please see yourself as doing this. If you have time, and this was not a big learning curve for me to get running, but if you have powerful content, feel free to reach out on my email right there. And with that, I will get started. So, why video content? One thing that makes video content relevant, one reason that we can have this discussion is because advances in technology. This is for all you Gen X's and baby boomers. This is what you used to need to produce video content when we were younger. You needed about a $40,000, $50,000 worth of equipment. You needed a studio, and then could you begin to think about producing something? But now, this is where we are today. All you need is your own room, and that's a modern day studio with what you already own. You already have the power in your cell phone, a tablet, or your laptop computer is everything you need to do what I'm going to be demonstrating today. It's a huge contrast, which partly explains the explosion of video production and social media like YouTube and the like. Not to mention, you do not need PBS or public TV to be able to show your content. You don't need some kind of contract or have to sell it to a documentarian or to a major studio. You load it up on your own website or social media, and the whole globe, you are connected to the entire world. All these channels and all those images are video apps or potential ways to spread the video that you produce. So just with what you already have in your possession, you can reach the ends of the world. And why video? What is the difference between a video and a blog? This is a study. This is the results of a study, and the link is below. But and this was a pre-COVID study. The average time a person over the age of 75 spends reading is 44 minutes a day. But between the age of 15 to 44, people are now reading under 10 minutes a day. So what do they do with their spare time? The time spent watching video and screens, computer screens, is 6 hours a day. All type of content, all type of video content, including TV, any type of screen time or movie. So people now want action, video, and moving images. So that is why I believe in producing video, and I think it's a good way for advocates to spread their message. So these are the platforms where you can upload your video: YouTube, Vimeo, TikTok, and Clapper is a version of it's an offshoot of TikTok, Rumble, and any social media app now has the capability to produce at least short videos. So who should make video? Yeah. Any author, professor, Bob, just to remind you, if you're co-host, you can mute other people if you hear sound. Who can make video? If you are a book writer, an author, if you are a teacher or college professor, or a professional, such as a scientist that produces written studies that are often long and technical, if you are an expert witness or any type of professional, or any of us. And that's the umbrella of advocates, people who have a message and they want to get out and say something. Any of us could or should make video. How do you start? All right, so you want to do a video. I always thought wanting to make content, you start with a script. And what is a source of a script? An article that you write or that you get permission from someone else that you believe in, or who spreads or has a message identical to yours. A blog, a web page blog, or other great sources for scripts. Research reports I mentioned earlier in the previous slide, or scripts from presentations. If you travel and you give a presentation, what you say at that presentation, if it's recorded or if you pre-wrote your script, that's a potential video. And again, for authors, book summaries or even books. Now, a book might be so too long, even a book summary could be too long. But remember, many of you may have attended my artificial intelligence presentation, but all the major platforms that do generative AI, ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot, and Google Gemini, you can upload, and here's how you upload. The arrow points to the little nail clip. You upload, and this all free. You do not need to pay to be able to do this. This is actually how I got started with using artificial intelligence. You just click on the button on each of the four ones. This was Gemini, this is Microsoft, this is Claude, and this is Chat. So you see where you upload your book summary, your article, and say, I want a video. Figure this, 140, 130 words talking slowly, or 165 words talking very quickly. Underneath that is a YouTube short or a TikTok video under 60 seconds. So you can ask, I wrote a book. Please divide this book into 10, 20, 30 video topics, and then ask it again. Please, now that you have gave topics, I like those topics, please write me scripts between 140 and 160 words each, corresponding to each topics. That is step one. If you want to be a producer, that is step one to the video creation process. So now I want to show the power of, I'm going to start with the top, and I want to show you the power of video production. And again, this is still, producing these videos is still done with nothing more than software and a computer. But just to show you the power of where video production is going, I just want a quick demonstration. This was very shortly after AI, artificial intelligence, was first launched. So on April 1st, 2023, and they're giving, this is, I cut and pasted or pasted the text into that was in the video description of this video. Here's a demonstration. This is Will Smith eating pasta made completely by video, by artificial intelligence programs. So this is his first chance. This is the first shot at it, and you can see how glitchy it is. So you see it's imperfect. It's clearly a cartoonish, or it's not a replica. It doesn't. It wouldn't fool you. You know what you're watching. But now that was last year. That was April. So April, May, June, July, August, September. 17 months later. Look at this. Again, I cut and pasted what was in the description portion of this YouTube video. I'm pulling this right off of YouTube. What you're about to see, and this is where we are today, each shot was generated purely from text prompts, no pre-existing images. So if you remember the presentation, what we're talking about is they're making the following video just by describing it, just by putting in a text prompt. Please do the following. Character models or video footage were used. No pre-existing images, character models, or video footage were used. I'll give you a demonstration of using that, but just to give you a demonstration of where AI is and where it's going. So now it has the power to fool you. If I wanted to play games with you and say, first, let me show you some real life footage, and then I'll show you what a computer did, you would believe me if I said this is actually a you would believe me if I said this is video, but it's not. This is AI. And then you have the an idea of where we are now. We're now imitating reality to the point where you can clearly get fooled and not know if you're watching a AI image or a video. And this can be done with a home computer. This is not just the movie studios like Star Wars that duplicated General Tarkin and Princess Leia, both of whom were deceased. This is actually can be done at home with affordable commercial technology. Now, here's the next one. That was a month ago, or that was the date with this one. Wait, sorry. That was September 10th. So now, 2 weeks later, the creator, this is what the creator put in his description. I created this over a few weeks using 100 image to video. So he is uploading pictures that he had. What you can do is you can make an image move. There is some software, if you upload a picture of an actor, you can get the actor to move. And also text to video like the previous image that we just saw. This is my most in-depth and longest one. He describes the footage, and this is the tools that he used. Look at how many different ones he needed to use, but now I'll show you how powerful we are now. Again, this is not video. This is actually completely 100% computer generated. That I can't do. That is the upper limits of what's available commercially right now. Now I'm going to show you what applies to us out easily.
Minor, so I guess I'm not going.
How easy this is.
I did.
Jim, do us a favor. Just give us a little mute there. Bob, help him out if he's not paying attention.
And
so, for a video demonstration, I did not try and make the next video that I'm about to show you perfect, because now I want to go to the practical and show you how easy, inexpensive, and powerful what we can do now is realistically for our own nonprofits and our own advocacy. I went into, I think it was Claude, could have been chat, but all I said, and I did this because I was working with the groups who were fighting false allegations. And I said I wanted to make an online program. And before I did that from scratch, I wanted to test the power of artificial intelligence. So I said, this is my actual type. This is my actual input. I want to produce a curriculum for an online program or a guide for the falsely accused. Please help. If so, if you can do this, I want you to give me a proposed outline of modules and lessons. And after that, in a follow-up request, I want you to write the script to produce the online program. Will you do that? That was my search, and this is my result. I screenshot the first part, and here is the curriculum. Now, what I did is I cut and paste the modules. This is showing the lessons and the subsets. And let me tell you guys, I would say that we were about 95% there. It was a great start. So, I don't know that I would call it Module 2, Legal Foundations, but quite frankly, I love how it takes us through. I would probably be building your defense, change it, then strategies for defense. I did not touch this or change this because I wanted to show you what a good first start this gives. And this here is the top. Now I'm going to go into Module 1, Intro to False Allegations, Lesson 1.1 for my next. So what I did was, remember, Module 1, Lesson 1.1. I asked it, please write a video script with the following. I cut and paste that, and this is what it gave me. This is the return. This is the search, and this is the return. Welcome to our course on defending false allegations, and then it goes through. I read it, and I liked it. It was still, I would say, 90 to 95% there. I would have tweaked it. But to demonstrate to you how close to perfect this is and how little time commitment I'm out right now, I didn't change it. I want to go straight to the next step, and I'm going to use this software. It's called InVideo AI. It actually has two. I don't know if you can see my cursor here, but it has InVideo Studio. I'm not going to discuss this. I'm going to click this InVideo AI, and I click it, and it takes me to a screen where I produce. Where you see go to the bottom of the screen first and see where it says script to video. I click that.
Are you subscribing to that, or is that free?
This is I'm showing you right now. I'm showing you the free version. So we can pause and do this, but I actually want to just keep demonstrating for now. We can go to this after you do that yourself, but I clicked script for video, and then it says, give me a topic, language, and detailed instructions. What I did is I cut and pasted this because this is the script. So I'm going to ask it to give me images based on this. And quite frankly, I did not. This is what shows up. I want you to know I did not edit this. I would edit it. I would call very close. And again, the reason why I didn't edit it, because I want you guys to know that I'm minutes in to this project. So what I will show you is a near complete version to somewhat inspire you, to let you know how close this is for you doing this. Now, notice this. Can you see this iStock by Getty Images? The free version, you're going to get a watermark like this, and it says InVideo Larry on the upper right-hand corner. I hope that I don't remember if that disappears. But I would also change. You're going to see closed captioning in the bottom. It's only one word at a time. I would change that. And it's an Australian male voice. I would clone my own voice, which comes to this. So you can picture yourself talking. All you do is you speak so they hear your tone, and then you can do this completely 100% generated. Now, without further ado, here's the demonstration. And again, I would change part of it, but it's close.
Welcome to our course on defense.
Can you guys hear the sound first, by the way?
It's a little low.
Hold on a minute. Let me fix that. Thank you for saying that, because I want to make that better. There. Now that's better. Here and here. All right. You can see this now, right? You can still see the image. Moving on.
Welcome to our course on defending against false allegations. Today, we begin by understanding what false allegations are and the contexts in which they commonly occur. First, let's define what we mean by false allegations. A false allegation is a claim that someone has done something wrong or illegal when, in fact, they have not. These accusations can range from minor offenses to serious crimes, and they can have devastating effects on the accused person's life, reputation, and well-being. Some common types include false allegations of abuse. These can be physical, emotional, or sexual in nature. False allegations of criminal activity such as theft, assault, or fraud. False allegations in the workplace, claims of misconduct, harassment, or unethical behavior. Now let's talk about the common contexts in which false allegations occur. Understanding these contexts can help us better navigate and respond to such accusations. False allegations are often seen in family court. During contentious divorce or custody battles, one party may accuse the other of abuse or neglect to gain an advantage. Criminal court. Individuals might be falsely accused.
Oops. Hold on a minute. Let me stop that. All right. So you get the idea there. That might not be as impressive as some of the other what I showed, but that's inexpensive. I did that free up to that point. One more demonstration.
Welcome to our course.
Sorry. You guys remember our friend Danica Joan Dockery presented at the press conference, or inaugural press conference for the International Council for Shared Parenting. I knew because I played with the software, but I don't know if anyone realizes that this is completely artificial intelligence generated. Just to remind you of the presentation.
Fellow advocates, I'm Danica Joan Dockery, and it's an honor to be a presenter at the inaugural conference for the International Council for Men and Boys. Today, I'm excited to delve into the critical work we do at Kids Need Both, Inc. and our strategic partnership network, Hope for Families.
So that's a program called HeyGen, where you give it your picture, you give it your voice, and then you upload a script, and your work is done. The avatar, the digital image, gives the presentation. I believe she told me that she uploaded a photograph of this room that she wanted as her background. Now I want you all to lie back, put your hands behind your head, and dream with me, because that's $10 a month. The first script, that InVideo AI for an annual subscription, which would include 200 minutes of search of footage to create per month. So over a year, that's 20 documentaries, 2 hours long, 40 minutes for $48 a month. That's the cost. Now you can do less, you can have less images, but if you're a content producer like myself and you do stuff in mass volume, that's affordable for the amount of, think of enough videos to do 20 different movies or 40 hours of movie for under $600. So now we can do, let me stop sharing here. I can demonstrate now, what I would like to do is demonstrate a video that I did for the International Council and show the analog version of that, and demonstrate some software that's actually even less expensive than that you don't have to pay for a subscription. A one-time cost of $67. I want to show you something called Doodly first. Can you guys see something that says November is Men's Equality Month?
Yes.
All right. So these are images. I went here, I clicked this button here, and I uploaded our logo. And then I went, this A, can you guys see my cursor? I'm hitting A. This is text. I cut and pasted that here like this. And I also cut and pasted this here. And then this is what you get. Hold on a minute. But that's how you do it. You basically get a timeline down here. You get this main screen here. You put your text, your images, and it shows up on this right-hand column. This is the order, and you can control the seconds. If you see this is duration of each. I'm putting my cursor on each one, and then it appears on a timeline. So this goes for 6 seconds. November is Men's Equality Month, founded by an International Council for Men and Boys, but this actually shows up in a video. And then just to demonstrate another screen, this is a man and woman here. These are characters. We can put any image that we want. Let's say angry, a couple arguing. Nothing founded. Couple. Here we go. All right, here. Let me get rid of this. And then just show this is all you do. Drag and drop. So if I wanted to do a council for men and boys, as I'm talking about to demonstrate men and boys, here, we got a guy playing tennis. We have a man on a ladder, a worker. We have another person who looks studious. Put them there. They're all going to go for 3 seconds, and then this is what it would look like. And this is the next scene. It goes scene to scene. Here's the next scene. Here's the man I just dragged. Here's the other worker there. Some type of student with a tablet or not. Okay, this is a meme that I produced. So for another scene, let's say you don't like any of these images. We can go here, click upload, browse file, and I could upload an image, which is what I did right here. It's all I did. These are my downloads on my computer. All right, now I'm going to show you here, show preview. And here's it, it's populating it. Notice how that hand is scribbling and it looks unrealistic like that. So you have this option on this software to do as follows. See this little scribble thing, this little edit button? This gives me a controller where I can pick. Can you see these little dots? Let me make them bigger.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow around the boy's head where I want the thing to draw. Look in the upper right-hand corner. Can you see that populate? So you can make it look more realistic. This software is called Doodly. It's $67 for a base package where you get at least some images and the ability to upload as much as you want. Here, let me get this out of the way. Going across. For whatever reason, it stops clicking. I think I'm going too fast, or my mouse is going. But anyway, you get the point with that. So that's Doodly. Now I want to show you one other one that I use more commonly. Sorry, hold on 1 second. Share.
While you're looking, so the InVideo AI, that's you're gonna get the watermark unless you pay, right?
You're going to get the watermark unless you pay, but there are subscriptions that are only $10 a month for someone who just wants to do one video. So, for a per month, you can do, it's more expensive if you do it monthly, but you just get fewer minutes. So there's a $10 version, there's a $24 version, and a $48 version. But now this is another, I guess, more affordable one called Powtoon. And this is the 12 areas of male inequality video that I produced. I will just start it so you can see, maybe you recognize it, maybe you don't, but just to give you an idea of the power of this software.
The International Council on the Status of Men and Boys has launched a global campaign.
You guys can't hear that. Hold on a minute. It just occurred to me I didn't set the sound for you. Hold on so you can hear it. Sorry about this. Oh, you could hear it. Sorry, didn't realize that.
We did hear that.
Coming back. You can see this again now, right?
Numerous disparities that affect men and boys around the world.
This is not AI.
The centerpiece of the campaign is a new
my voice
compilation of
talking.
reports gleaned from the World Health Organization, International Labor Organization, and other international agencies. The compilation documents the disturbing extent of global male disadvantage. 1. Women reversed the education gap and now have higher completion rates than men for primary, secondary, and even tertiary education, according to the World Bank.
You get the idea. Now I want to show you how I do that. All these, so you see the left-hand column down here? You may recognize that these are what you were looking at. These are scenes. So it may look intimidating to see this long 3-minute video and look at all that, but you just break it down into 4-second nuggets. And what I did was, this was something I uploaded on my own. I hit add. This is an image, actually. So I went down here. Let me get rid of this. This is the image button. I don't know if you can see the right hand screen. I moved over to the right hand. It says images. I clicked images. I clicked my images. I uploaded and I clicked this add image. You can see other videos that I uploaded. These are the 12 areas of male inequality. This is Join the Wave. This is a picture of me. But anyway, I uploaded this global initiative for boys and men. Second one, because the language matched. Here's the language.
Campaign to address the numerous disparities that affect men and boys around the world.
So global campaign around the world. What I did was I went on to videos, this video button, and I put, I put globe. And so you see these globes that come up here. And this is the one I use. It came up right here. I clicked this and then it populated. And then I just went to the next scene. And you match what the person is saying of the script.
The centerpiece of the campaign is a new compilation of reports gleaned.
Compilation of reports. I probably did papers, stack of papers. And well, anyway, and that's how I populated that. Going through right to the end. I want to show you one other really nice feature of this. This is cartoon animation. We'll start from here. The scene before it, here's 2 seconds.
9. As a result of court biases in child custody decisions, fathers represent only 15.7% of all single-parent households, according to UN Women.
Okay, so these are objects that we can get here. See, it says characters. I'm going to click characters. And these are little images that you can scroll down of characters that all have a different... Oh, we don't want to use this. But they're all in a different... this guy's happy with his hands on his hips. He's talking with his hand up. So you put this person right here, this man. I put sad man down, further down. But anyway, he populates right here at the beginning of a timeline. And so does, there's 3 images here. 1, 2, 3. I think it's really all of them here. And these 2 are this boy and this girl. They're going to come on later, and I set them to motion. So to be able to do this, as you can see, this is all a timeline. But first, they're on alone too. It's him and her. Her, here's her pose and expression. She is happy. Him, pose and expression. He's somewhere sad. But anyway, if I scroll down, you'll see back pain. Well, you'll see all the type of actions. So you have, you can be hurt. If I wanted to do something about injuries, men being injured at work, here, standing, thinking, and there's also a face button here, pose. I'm going to hit sad. And there he comes. There he is. There's sad right there. And then the kids come on, and they're going to celebrate because mom's happy with the kids and they're
child custody decisions, fathers represent only 15.
So then that's another feature of this software. But the big part of this is it gives you a subscription gives you access to these images. All right, we're 40 seconds in. Let me see if I can take questions about that. If anyone has any thoughts or questions about the cost of different. Oh, one more thing. We're on the eve of Thanksgiving or Black Friday in the United States, or online merchants drop their prices in half around this time for these annual subscriptions. And it's not a real one-time, it's not something that's done the rest of the year. It's crazy, the sales that are right about now. So I've been dealing with some content producers trying to stock to get 200 minutes a month. Because a sale may hit, it may drop at $48 down to $30, $24 or something like that. The sales are absolutely astronomical one time a year, and we happen to be on the eve of that. I am not selling for anyone. I am not an affiliate marketer. This empowered me to get my message out, and because I've done this for other nonprofits, They invite me to MC. They've invited me to be chairs of organizations because I think I'm smart. Really, what I'm asking smart people to give me their scripts, and I put it to voice. So and remember the statistic I showed you. People are reading 10 minutes a day, the younger generation. And, they're getting older and older and older, but they're still watching video and video and video. So I think that this is opportunity for we as advocates to get out our message, to fight parental alienation. I work with Bill Burnett and PASG to talk about areas of male disadvantage, to give blueprints on how to fight false allegations, and all these things is something that I try and do on the side. And I just wanted you all to know that with Doodly, you can do that really inexpensively because it's a one-time charge of $67 if you have the patience to upload what you want. But how easy that is to produce maybe a 1-minute video of something that you want to promote your own organization. Yes, Mike, you're muted, so unmute yourself before you talk.
I will. That's clever. I'll put my hand up, and then the yellow hand appeared automatically these days. Just speaking as a teacher, today you've given us a lot of information, and certainly I'm going to go away like. Well, he talked about five different things, and I can't remember which they were. And really, to learn something, I need to do like one thing at a time, practice with it over a period of time. If I go away with one thing, I mean, I think that I personally would need a recommendation to say, try this one and try to do X. Then I could practice with that.
Sure. So what I did was data dumped, as you just made the point well, that I just threw, the proverbial substance on the wall, just chucked it and saw what stuck. Here is, I had no courses. No one taught me this. I completely self-learned everything from beginning to end, and I'll tell you I'll give you my secret sauce. The statistics for how much content is being uploaded to YouTube is absolutely astronomical. It's something like millions or billions of minutes a day or a second. It's some really obscene statistic on how active people are. If you type how to a tutorial Doodly for beginners, I showed you Powtoon. Powtoon for beginners, complete tutorial, or tutorial or basics that I need. Basics for how to use ChatGPT, basics to how to use a video script. Pick Mike, take any task you want, put it into a YouTube thing, and I'm telling you, you'll have 10 to 20 options of people teaching you exactly what you want to do. If you have your phone and you have your laptop, take your phone or a tablet, put your tutorial on the tablet while you're on your screen. So when you're teaching, this is what I did. This is how I taught myself everything that I know. And pause it and stop it and then do it.
Yeah, I agree with all that. It's just that you suggested lots of different things, and I don't know how to decide which one to try. So you might say, I tell you what would be a really good idea, Mike. I suggest you X.
Okay. One thing I want to say, sure. One thing I would say the place to start for a video content producer is, I would have to say InVideo. InVideo, because it's artificial intelligence, and they give you you get one free shot, or you get a free certain amount of minutes a month. So what I showed everyone in this video on that one screen in video, that was completely free. I uploaded a script and it gave me several minutes. So if you do that, you will see how real this is and how fast you can produce something. I wouldn't do Doodly. I wouldn't do anything else. I would go straight to InVideo. You won't have cartoon images. Bill, I'll be right with you. You won't have cartoon images, but what you will have is you will have those actors acting out a very close a close enactment of the words that you chose to upload. You'll have the watermark on it, but Mike, you will definitely have a near complete project for free. So you can decide if you want to invest $12 a month, 24 a month, or well, and then you start by the month. All right, go ahead, Bill. Unmute yourself first, of course.
Yeah, sorry. If you've attended the GPT training that Larry and I have been putting on, and you have, as we've recommended, the paid version of GPT 4.0, the core video platform he's referencing in his discussion, the video AI, is part of the paid modules for GPT. So if you're looking to save money, you don't have to get the paid version by going to the URL. You go into GPT 4.0, go to Explore, type in video AI. It should come to the top of the queue. You can see it's got like 1 million people on there that's made a comment. Click on it, ask it to do your script. It'll do your script. It'll ask you if it's what you want. You can make edits to it. Then you can tell it to generate the video. It'll ask you to make a valid connection to the platform out of GPT. It'll make it. Click on the link when it's done. It'll open it up, generate the video, and you're done.
Thank you for that.
So here's my GPT research screen. If you go to the left corner, and I got the full paid version, if you go down the left corner, you'll see Explore GPT right there. You open that up, comes up to this screen here. It'll come up in a minute. I've been doing work in there. So right here, it's got all the Explore options. You can see down here, it gives you recommendations and everything like that. Down in here, trending, chat, Doodly. Doodly's a image generator. These are the modules that will generate images, digital images for you, writing productivity. But if you just go up here and you type in
InVideo, right?
Let's see, it should come up.
No, just video.
Yeah, right there.
There you go.
Video AI, there it is right there.
That
1
is
million.
InVideo, isn't it? Video AI is InVideo, right?
Yes, it is. So I'll open the module. It'll ask me to start. Yes, I'd like to start the chat. Remember, it's a chat, it's conversation. And now when it generates the video, see, it'll say here, it'll generate a video. It will ask you to link to, see this right here? InVideo. Buy
You can't see it, but
InVideo.
trust him. I've seen, that does say InVideo. We can't see it, but
Yeah, and if you hover over this, so this says buy InVideo IO. If you hover over it, it says it will connect this GPT module connects to the website for InVideo IO. You can see it right there. So it'll generate your script, do everything you want to do in here. You can even upload a research document in here, and you can tell it to analyze the research document, write me a video script that explains the research document to a layperson in common use language. That's why we always recommend you attend the AI training. And then from that, you commit it. It takes a minute or two, generates it. It'll say, do you like the script? And you can cut and paste, say, edit the script here. Commit it in there. It goes, okay, are you ready to generate the video? Yes, I'm ready to generate the video. It'll spool for a while. It may ask you to authenticate your connection to video AI. And what it's trying to do is trying to validate that you are a valid, paid, full user of GPT. It'll send the credentials over, bring it back, publish a URL. You click on the URL, opens it up to another screen, and then in a couple of minutes, depending on how long the video is, it generates the video. I put a couple of examples in the chat window for people of images and videos that I've done using that very same process. So you can go in and take a look at those, and you can get a flavor of what it's capable of. I use other things too to kind of add flavor and customization and everything to it, but that's getting into a little of the advanced stuff. So stick with the basics, use GPT.
and just to be clear, I'm so glad Bill showed that. What he is saying the chat will enable you to do is everything that I just showed you manually, you can do from one spot. And I hate just to repeat, and you can do that with any app right now that's in the major market. They are all developing a communication so that you can really use, if you want, you can use GPT as a one-stop shop. And just think of how that can save you time or things that you want to automate in your own agency or nonprofit.